Hello and welcome to this quick guide on getting and saving data in Crayta. Now the reason I'm revisiting this topic, which I have covered before, is because of a couple of reasons. Firstly, I wanted to look at a different use case. The first, saving player progress, I use checkpoints. In this one, I'm using player attributes, more like RPG style gameplay. Another reason I wanted to revisit this subject is to look at how to incorporate saving and loading data with the autosave script, which is automatically included in the adventure blueprint. I also thought I would do this in order to just highlight that in the Crayta API, which you can see here, we have set save data, which is the same, but if we look at get save data, the old method with the callback is being deprecated in favor of a new method without a callback that runs synchronously. So let's look at how I went about doing this. If you want to look at the detailed workings of this, there will be a full-length tutorial. But let's look at how I did it. So firstly, it's worth bearing in mind that when you're getting and saving user data, you can use this autosave script. The autosave script automatically gets hold of user data when a player loads in, and it does this in the adventure template because the adventure script essentially calls the autosave script load function on the user whenever someone loads in. So if we go to the user, what that load does on the autosave script is essentially fire off this event. And so to save some attributes, some player attributes, I've just hooked into that event, and to load those attributes, I've just hooked into that event and written my own onload function, which you can see here. This onload function ties into this character attribute script, where you can see I have the attributes in the property bag, and I also have methods for setting or adding to those attributes. So this is where my model is kind of updated live in the game, and then I have this attribute save script, which is just to do with saving and loading that data. So essentially, the autosave fires off the onload method, which runs this onload function. The onload function gets hold of the saved data, and it's using the new synchronous method. So get saved data. The very next line, I know that saved data already exists, so I don't have to use callbacks to do this or wait around. And so what I can do is check that saved data exists, and then check that the version is the same as the current version. Then repopulate my player's attributes. Tell myself if it goes wrong, and then run the callback to spawn the player. When it comes to saving the data, the autosave function, autosave script runs an onSave event every 10 seconds. In the onSave event, I've bound this onSave function of my attribute save script, and in here, I get hold of the attributes that are in the properties of the character attribute script. I create a table called save data, and I populate it with those properties. I also include the version, and this is the version of the model that I'm using, and you can see that that is included in the autosave here, save version number 2. And then I call the set save data function. So this is very similar to the way that I did it with the checkpoints before. Let's test it, and I've included some print statements to make sure that I can see that it's working. You can see that the magic is increasing and the strength is increasing in number. Magic increasing here, strength increasing here. Just going to wait for that 10-second saving to be called, saving function to be called. There it is. Now I'm going to close the game, so exit the test, and then I'm going to re-enter the test. And I'm expecting now the magic to start from higher up, which it has, and the anvil, the strength, to start from higher up, which it also has. And there you go. that is how to save and load data and how to incorporate the autosave script, and also a different use case for how to do it using player attributes in an RPG style instead of using checkpoints, which might be more like an exploration or a race. I hope that's been interesting, and I look forward to seeing you in Crayta.